All right, everyone, and welcome again to day 2 of Evolution 2022, where I'm here conducting more interviews and celebrating fighting games with all the amazing players. Now, again, myself, Jammerz, is here, and I'm joined by one of the best players, probably the best player for European Tekken, Super Akouma. It's been a little while since I have seen you, but it's good that you're doing well. How are we enjoying Evolution today?
So far, it's been great. You know, I'm doing good in the tournament. I'm having fun. It's very spacious, it's very nice. Vegas is always fun. Inflation is crazy, but, you know, apart from that, Vegas is a cool place to be.
You know what? I think you are the first person today to mention inflation. That's crazy.
I mean, I got to call them out. I bought a crepe for like $20. Like that's like €4 in France.
I mean, you can earn that back through winning the tournament today. Your chances high. Do you feel confident you can take the tournament this weekend?
I mean, I can do it, but I don't think I'm anywhere near favorite, but I'm doing good. If someone can please upset Arsene Ash before I fight him, that'd be great.
Is he in your bracket path, or is he your next match? I know you're in top 48 winners, but what's your next string of matches looking like?
CBM first, historically, pretty good for me, but it's been a long time. He's apparently playing a different character now, so who knows? I'm pretty confident though, but the next match is Arsene Ash, yeah.
All right, cool. Now, obviously, it's been a little while since we've been in offline competition, but like this year, you've gone full force. If I'm not mistaken, you were at Combo Breaker for the 10v10. I'll ask you that in a second. You were at CEO, and you're here. Did you just say to yourself this year, I'm going everywhere and just enjoying competitive Tekken to the fullest, or is it just, I just want to come to America?
Like you said, this is hopefully the last year of Tekken 7. And I'm just trying to make the most of it. I've grown a bit, my sponsors have grown a bit. I got more ability to travel now. I thought, I can't be lazy. This is probably the last year. I can do this for this game. I gotta make the most of it. And I'm gonna keep traveling.
I like that, and I like that passion that you have. Now, obviously, just pulling it back a little bit, the 10v10. I was a spectator in that, you were there. Tell me the atmosphere and what that meant for both NA and EU at the time.
Well, a lot of people said it correctly. It was more hype than the tournament itself. I very much enjoyed it. I did my job. I had Joey Fury, which was probably like the second scariest player on the team. I took him out. I then lost really badly to Anakin, but you know, who doesn't? So yeah, it was loads of fun. I did my part. My team, EU lost, but we clearly showed that we got the level to compete. EU, NA, it's no longer like it might have been a one-time. EU is a very strong continent. You know, look at Street Fighter, you know, they're pretty good at that. What was it, like 2 players killed the Street Fighter guys?
Luffy and Phenom. After Mena was taking out a couple of our guys, Luffy and Phenom just like did the Lord's work and got rid of the rest of the team. And do you guys have like players like that in the European scene for Tekken?
I mean, it just kind of happens. Like, you can't really point to, oh yeah, that's the guy, because like most of Europe are the kind of players that would just upset the whole thing out of nowhere. We're very unpredictable, I would say.
Do you know what? I 100% agree with that, because every game in the European region, the scene is just unpredictable. Now, I've got to ask you about the 10v10 again.
Yeah.
Do you think it would be more entertaining if it was kind of part of a tour, or should it be literally an organic thing created by the community and for the community?
I think it was a lot better to be organic. It's not forced. Everyone who wanted to joined. You know, all of the NA players going, oh, but why isn't that player there? You could have had it. Like, we're from Europe. We're coming to America. If you want to play on the team, get them out. It's not up to us to get you your players. But I think it's better organically. I would like official support for like team events. I would like that very much. You know, switch things up a bit. Maybe not part of the World Tour, but something as official would be nice, yeah.
Okay, no, because I like to ask, because again, like you said, that's probably, the 10v10 is going to be the hypest thing we see all year. Now, you might know, you might not know, is there going to be a run back this year, or is that just one and done?
I mean, you know, we're always planting the seeds everywhere. Someone will bite eventually, and it should happen again. I know that a lot of NA guys are now more motivated to travel to Europe, because if we have a run back, it's got to be in Europe. We're not going to just all travel back to you. I know you guys won, but come to our soil and prove that you're the invaders, you know?
You guys might have to do a best of three, because if a run back happens in Europe and you guys win, it's got to be a best of three format. So I'm loving that. Right, now, moving on to Tekken specifics, your character.
Yeah.
I see you everywhere. It's in your name, and I love that fact. Where does Akouma sit in Tekken right now for you, and probably top 5, top 10 character? Where is he?
He's a top 3 character easily. Like, he's very good. Like, a lot of people argue top 1. I think maybe 2nd or 3rd, probably 2nd. You know, I say 3rd, but you know, I'm just capping a little. But I don't think he's 1st. But you know, the thing is, he's very, very hard to play. Like, the thing about the top tiers in this game, it's because they're, you know, easy, consistent, and strong. Akouma kind of breaks that mold because he's kind of inconsistent, very hard, but it's just the rewards you get if you can actually bring it out of him. That's why, like, he might be that high in the tier list, but you know, who's playing it?
Top tier isn't for everyone.
Exactly, you know?
Now, the next thing I've got to ask you is, hypothetically, Akouma might not return in the next game.
Sure, might.
I'm hypothetically saying might not return, he might do, because again, a lot of success in the game and for yourself has come through that character. If he wasn't to be around in the next game, would you go back to your previous mains or just look for a new character to mess around with?
Look for a new character. Like, I used to play Armor King and Lee. They changed Lee in Tekken 7, and I just, it's not the character I fell in love with. Like, he's a good character, but he's not for me anymore. I really like Armor King, but like, there are some matchups that I don't want to play Armor King in those matchups. So realistically, I'm just looking for the next game. I don't have any expectations. Oh, I'll try him. I'll look at whatever's cool. I'm kind of aiming towards maybe a new Tekken 8 character, but I've got no plans. Just see what happens.
Okay, cool. Now, my next question, because obviously it's going to bounce off Akouma, Eliza, Geese, Negan, Noctis, the DLC characters as a whole. How have the Tekken community kind of responded to them over the years? Because it might be, like you said, potentially the final year. Have people come to terms with them, or are they still not happy about guest characters and DLC characters in the game?
I mean, people are never happy about anything. Like the DLC that's not guest characters, they complain about those as well. Like, because really, Noctis isn't really, there's not that much to complain about. Negan, not really. Like, he's kind of annoying, but you know, he's not near the top. Akouma and Geese are both top tier, and they get extra slack for having like extra mechanics. I don't think it's necessarily the extra mechanics that make them strong. I just think they're top tier. And like, because people tend to forget, Eliza's not top tier and she has those mechanics. So clearly, the mechanics are not the problem. It's just the fact that they're too strong. But you know, Logic and, you know, Twitch chat and Logic, they don't mix. So, you know.
Okay, I like that. Respect to that answer. I like that you've broken that down really well. Now, of course, for you and the future of this game, do you see yourself playing this as long as can be, or you might put it down in a couple of years' time? Because I think you're at the best point that you could be at, right? You're traveling around, you're having fun. I mean, are you having fun?
Yeah, I'm having fun. But my plan is, from day one I was getting into the esports side of things. I'm not trying to be Knee. You know, good on him, mad respect to the guy. I'm trying to be like Kayane, Genius, like, clout turns into a job. Competing forever is not for everyone. If I've got it in me, I'll keep doing it. But realistically, that's not the best way to go around it. You know, if I want to be prosper and, you know, live from my passion and help the community out, being a player isn't the best way to do that. So, but I'm gonna keep playing until I can, until I have to stop. But yeah, basically just use my platform to build something for myself and go from there.
Become DashFight's supporter on Patreon and get a chance to win a coaching session with a pro player. Click the link in the description.
The way I heard of you was your iconic moment. I think it was Mix Up 2019. Is that correct?
That is correct.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm going to tell you this now, because a lot of my friends who get into fighting games and they say Tekken, they all pull out their phones and they show me your moment. I said, I was there when that happened. How many people approach you about that? or remember you because of that moment? Because I think you have one of the best FGC moments of all time, if I do say so myself.
Thank you. Well, everyone, basically. Pretty much everyone remembers that. A lot of people get it wrong because I did grand finals against CBM, who played Jin, but that wasn't CBM, that was Chikrin. A lot of people get that wrong. I also lost that match. I won the set, I won the first of 2, but I did lose the match I did that in. A lot of people tend to forget that, but I'm very happy about that moment, and yeah, most people that come up to me, they know that. Yeah.
I like that.
I'm just gonna say, I wish I was the one that uploaded to YouTube. That it's got millions and millions
Do you know
of
what?
views.
I think if that is one player's biggest regret, because you weren't thinking that at the time.
Of course not.
And it's like, it's the guy that clipped it in the back. And it's just like, you're reminded of what I did. And I think it's just brilliant in general. Now, I've got to ask you as well. You're in the top 48 now.
Yeah.
Do you see yourself getting top 8 winners side tonight?
I mean, it's kind of shaky for winner's side, I can't lie. I think I can do it. I have the ability. But Arslan Ash, even in casuals, I just don't take matches off of the guy. It's just that hard. I mean, if today's my day, it's doable. It's a first to 2. Anything can happen. I played him a couple days ago, so I kind of know what to look out for. But it's just a pain. I mean, top 8 losers maybe, but top 8 winners, I'm gonna do everything in my power to do it. It's doable. But my God, is it gonna be hard.
Listen, I'm cheering for you. Now, 2 more questions before we let you go. Hitbox, obviously you got picked up by them recently. Congratulations on that as well. Do you think Hitbox is the future controller? Should it turn into the standard, or is it still very specific depending on the person and the game?
I mean, it's the future, but the longer people push back, the longer I'm gonna have better execution than them. So, you know, if you wanna gradually do it, you know, we're having trouble just keeping up stock. They're just selling too fast. So, you know, if you guys want to slow down, that just means I'm going to win longer because of my controller. Now, if you want to also win, buy one. Use my code, Super Akouma.
Wait, is it 10% off or 20%?
0%. Oh, yeah.
Thank you for that discount. But my last question for you. What are you hoping that gets announced this weekend when Tekken 7's concluded?
Tekken 8, please. It's time. It's time. And honestly, it's time. I know that, you know, Akuma's probably gone. I might not be as successful. We'll see. You know, I'll grind and I'll do what I gotta do. I was doing fine in Tag 2, but it's time, man. We want the new game. We haven't had any news in like 2 years. Tekken World Tour is nice, but we need some game, you know? Like Street Fighter 6 got announced. It's so hype, and it looks so good. And fighting games have grown so much. Also, Tekken's grown so much. Tag 2, like, that was the dark ages. That was so hard to go through. Like, we did it for the passion. Right? If you didn't have the passion for the game, you could not play that. Tekken 7 turned out great on a low budget. Now, it's got a lot of problems because of that, but we love it regardless. But now, it's sold more than Tekken 3. So I reckon they're gonna go all out. I have very, very high hopes for Tekken 8. And it's time. Like, give us a logo, a teaser. I don't even need to see a character. Like, announce an announcement. Just say you're working on it. Like, I know you're working on it, but say it. That's all I want. That's all I want.
You see how desperate this man is. You just got to drip feed it to him in the right amounts. But Super Akouma, it's been an absolute pleasure. I love the rings on your finger as well. But yes, this has been Jammerz. This has been Super Akouma. I got to let this man get focused for his next couple of matches. But we've been here with DashFight. See you soon.